Hey guys, Jerry here, and welcome back to another Top Pokemon video. I know it's been a while since my last Top Pokemon video, but now that Ruby and Sapphire are getting remakes this year, I thought it would be fitting for me to talk about 5 Pokemon that I feel definitely deserve a Mega Evolution. And yes, the list that I am about to name is 100% opinionated, meaning if there's a Pokemon on this list that you don't agree with being there, make sure to voice your own opinion down in the comment section below. With all of that said, I think it's about time that we got started with today's top 5, so without any further ado, let's begin. Starting off today's countdown, we have Flygon. In my opinion, I think that Flygon is a very underrated Pokemon, and it could definitely benefit from a Mega Evolution more so than others. The thing that confuses me about Flygon is why people avoid using it. Sure, it may have a type combination that is Time Sword weak to Ice, but so does Dragonite, Salamence, and Garchomp, 3 of the most overused Dragon Pokemon. And I really feel like Flygon shouldn't be neglected just because it shares that common weakness. With Flygon's already awesome stats, I believe that Flygon could definitely benefit from a Mega Evolution. With an increase to its attack, special defense, and speed stats, I believe that would make Flygon a formidable opponent for any OU competition. Number 4, we have Metagross. Metagross is an all-time favorite by many people, and it's easy to see why. Have any of you ever used the Metagross competitively? Metagross is awesome when it comes to competitive. It is an offensive tank, and it does its job extremely well. Now, I am biased in the sense that I chose Metagross not for its stats, but for its design. I believe that if Metagross were to receive a Mega Evolution in the upcoming Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire games, its design would be absolutely incredible and terrifying too. And like I mentioned before, I chose Metagross based on its design alone because if they did end up giving Metagross a Mega Evolution, I have no idea what stats they would increase because Metagross' stats are already awesome. Either way, if Pokemon and Game Freak end up giving Metagross a Mega Evolution, I'd be okay with it just because I know that its design would be absolutely amazing. I don't really care what changes they make to its stats, but its design I can tell is gonna be awesome. At number 3, we have the remaining starters of the Hoenn region, both Sceptile and Swampert. Kinda like Metagross, I'm biased with these two because I chose both Swampert and Sceptile because they haven't yet received their Mega Evolution with regard to the starters of the Hoenn region. I'm sure most of you are aware that Blaziken was the only one out of the 3 that received the Mega Evolution based solely on its popularity, but now I think it's about time that the other 2, both Sceptile and Swampert, got a Mega Evolution as well. Beginning with Sceptile, I think that Sceptile is an amazing Pokemon both stat-wise and design-wise. At one point, Sceptile used to be the fastest grass Pokemon, and to be frank, I think he still may be. But regardless of whether he is or not, that fascinated me as a kid because most grass Pokemon before the release of Ruby and Sapphire were relatively slow, so seeing a speedy grass type for the first time was a real treat. And I guess you can even say that Sceptile has a special place in my heart because Trico was the first Pokemon I chose when I first got my copy of Pokemon Sapphire. I believe that a Mega Evolution would suit Sceptile well because that would mean that its special attack, its speed stat, and either its defense or its special defense would be increased. And we all know that Sceptile needs a defense buff because it's pretty frail as it is. And of course, let's not forget Swampert. Now, to be fair with you guys, I never really used the Swampert because my 10-year-old self thought that the Mudkip line was the most unappealing, but when I got older and I started battling competitively, oh boy, was Swampert an awesome Pokemon. Swampert is awesome in the sense that it has great stats, and because of that, it can be used as either an offensive Pokemon or a defensive Pokemon, and of course, we can't forget about that awesome type coverage. Being both a water and ground type, Swampert only has one weakness, and that's grass. But if Pokemon and Game Freak decide to give Swampert a Mega Evolution, why not give it Sapsipper? Yeah, Sapsipper Swampert, that'll be the day. Joking aside, I really want to see both Sceptile and Swampert with a Mega Evolution. In terms of its stats, I really don't know what they would increase. Maybe it's HP, defense, and attack to make it a little more offensive? I don't know, they're probably going to get really creative with Swampert. Regardless, I really want to see Swampert and Sceptile with a Mega Evolution because I feel like they deserve one and they could greatly benefit from a Mega Evolution. It's just a matter of waiting. At number 2, we have the nice and powerful Sharpedo. Now this goes both ways for me because I love Sharpedo, but at the same time, I despise Sharpedo, and if it isn't obvious as to why I don't like Sharpedo, it's because it's a shark, and I am afraid of sharks. Sharks are the primary reason of why I don't go to the beach. And yeah, I know, I guess I can sit down on the sand or soak my feet in the water, but no, sharks live in that ocean. I am not going into that ocean. No! With my fear of sharks out of the way, I think that Sharpedo can definitely benefit from a Mega Evolution, even though Sharpedo pretty much is the definition of the word frail. With a base stat of 40 for both defense and special defense, I really don't know what Game Freak and Pokemon are going to do for Sharpedo if they end up giving it a Mega Evolution. Maybe increase its attack, its special attack, its speed, I don't know. I don't really see them buffing Sharpedo's defenses all that much because Mega Evolutions are a temporary buff, but we never know with Game Freak or Pokemon. However, one thing that I do know is that if Game Freak and Pokemon end up giving Sharpedo a Mega Evolution, its design is going to be very, very badass. We're finally here, number 1. And well, number 1 goes to Sableye. Ever since I got Sapphire, I always liked Sableye, and I have no idea why. Was it its design? Maybe. Its creepy factor? Maybe. Its moves? Its stats? I have no idea why I like Sableye so much. I just do. It's an awesome Pokemon, and I definitely think that Sableye can benefit from a Mega Evolution. Sableye's hidden ability Prankster makes it a very viable choice for online competitive battling. However, with the release of Pokemon X and Y, Sableye got nerfed because of the new typing Fairy being introduced. And people still continue to use Sableye even though it's been nerfed with the Fairy type. I love that. I love the fact that Game Freak also made its design based off the Hopkinsville Goblin sighting. It's awesome, and I still don't even know why I like Sableye so much. I just do. It's creepy, it's awesome, I love it. However, if Game Freak and Pokemon end up giving Sableye a Mega Evolution, I'm not sure as to what stat they'll increase. They don't want to make Sableye broken, but they also don't want to make Sableye too weak. Sableye is already a viable option for competitive battling, so I'm not sure as to what stat they'll end up increasing. But like I said before, you never know with Game Freak or Pokemon. Hey guys, Jerry here, and welcome to my awkward outro. Holy shit, I need to find a better way of doing this. Anyway, if you made it through the entire video, give yourself a pat on the back because you are awesome for doing that. And also, if you could, I know I'm very cruel, I'm gonna ask you to click that like button below because they do help out a lot. Anyway, yeah, if you guys made it through the entire video, then you know my list of the Pokemon that I think deserve Mega Evolutions from the Hoenn region. And like I said before in the beginning of the video, if you don't agree with my list, make sure to voice your opinion down in the comment section below. It was fun making this video even though it took forever to make. I loved it and I hope you guys enjoyed my list, and I'm also looking forward to what you guys say of who deserves a Mega Evolution. With that being said guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, like I said before, make sure to click like down below because they do help out a lot, and also subscribe to the channel for more Pokemon content. Anyways guys, once again, thank you so much for watching. My name is Jerry, you guys have been awesome, and I'll see you next time.